Hello there, and welcome to this quiet exploration. Tonight, we shall gently journey into an astonishing domain. This is the wondrous universe of fungi. These organisms, not quite flora nor truly fauna, occupy a distinct sphere of existence. They draw in air much like we do, releasing what we exhale. They expand in profound stillness and have shaped the very fabric of our planet for a span far longer than verdant woodlands have stood. Some radiate a soft glow in the darkness, resembling miniature beacons scattered across the night. Others stretch enormously, unseen beneath our very footsteps, weaving together the deep roots of towering trees in a silent, intricate dialogue. Some dazzle with an array of hues so vibrant they appear hand-painted, while a select few harbor lethal compounds, where a mere touch could extinguish a life. Yet, this remarkable kingdom also offers healing, serves as nature's architects, meticulously recycles, and perhaps even inspires our dreams. They are instrumental in causing dough to swell for baking. They transform the essence of grapes into exquisite vintages. They possess the capacity to cleanse our world of oil and synthetic materials. And, remarkably, they might even provide insights into how biological processes could persist on distant celestial bodies. For now, let us simply begin our exploration. It might surprise many to discover that the fungal kingdom holds a stronger genetic bond with the animal realm than with the botanical one. Despite their tranquil presence in wooded areas and their habit of emerging from the earth much like blossoming flowers, these silent growers are, in fact, closer kin to ourselves than to the mighty trees surrounding them. At a fundamental genetic level, fungi share an ancient common ancestor, with creatures that move and breathe, rather than with green leafy organisms. Their cellular structures absorb oxygen and release carbon dioxide, an exchange process identical to our own respiration. Their protective outer casings are composed not of cellulose, a material typical of plants, but of chitin, the same robust substance that forms the exoskeletons of insects and the shells of crustaceans. This curious familial tie places fungi on a hidden branch of life, a connection we seldom ponder. When you walk through a forest, it might seem natural for mushrooms to belong alongside the vibrant leaves and fragrant blossoms. However, in biological truth, their closest relatives are the beings that traverse land, navigate waters, and soar through the air. Understanding that a mushroom, in a profound sense, bears more resemblance to us than to a simple blade of verdant growth, can forever alter your perception of the forest floor. It transforms the familiar underfoot into a place of unexpected kinship, revealing a deeper, unseen order in nature's vast tapestry. The implications of this shared lineage are profound, pushing us to rethink the very classifications we use to understand life. Imagine traversing a nocturnal forest where tiny, organic lamps are dispersed within the damp moss. These fungi softly glow, emitting shades of green or blue, like ethereal lights woven into the very ground. This radiant quality is known as bioluminescence, the very same natural illumination produced by fireflies flickering in the twilight and by various creatures dwelling in the ocean's abyssal depths. Over 70 distinct fungal species are known to exhibit this capability, including the appropriately named foxfire fungi. Researchers propose that this internal light might serve to attract nocturnal insects, aiding the fungi in scattering their reproductive cells more widely. Alternatively, it could simply act as a deterrent, discouraging creatures from consuming them. This luminescence springs from an intricate chemical reaction involving a specific biological catalyst called luciferase. This is the very same family of reactions that grants fireflies their characteristic spark. To encounter one of these radiant organisms in its natural habitat is to witness an ancient form of enchantment. It is living light, spontaneously arising from the process of organic breakdown. It stands as clear evidence that even as woody material decays and returns to the earth, extraordinary beauty can still illuminate the surrounding gloom. This silent, persistent glow in the forest reminds us of life's endless capacity for wonder, even in the most unexpected corners. Deep beneath your feet, concealed within the soil, there could exist a sprawling living network so vast that it extends for many miles. The visible fungi we often observe are merely the reproductive structures, the tiny, emergent portions of a far more expansive organism known as mycelium. This mycelium consists of delicate, filament-like strands that intricately weave themselves through the earth, gently encircling roots, stones, and even the remnants of fallen foliage. In certain locales, this hidden network reaches an unimaginable scale. A single mycelial organism can stretch across entire hillsides and valleys, establishing connections among thousands of individual trees. Picture a web woven from living threads, entirely invisible yet intensely alive, silently operating beneath the forest floor. Through these intricate networks, fungi meticulously process nutrients, transport vital water, and even facilitate the exchange of essential resources among various plants. It is as though the very earth itself possesses veins, subtly pulsing with these unseen connections. To stroll across a patch of verdant grass might be to unknowingly step upon a single, immense biological entity, ancient, tranquil, and omnipresent. This hidden architecture underscores the profound interconnectedness of forest ecosystems, where the fungal kingdom acts as the central nervous system, mediating vital exchanges that sustain the entire arboreal community. In the remote Blue Mountains of Oregon resides something truly exceptional. At first glance, the area appears to be a typical woodland, tall pine trees, meandering streams, and open meadows. However, hidden beneath the earth lies the largest single living organism known on our planet, an immense fungal network of Armillaria ostoya, commonly referred to as the honey fungus. This colossal mycelial structure spans nearly 4 square miles and is estimated to have existed for thousands of years. Every individual mushroom you see emerging from the ground within this area is merely one minuscule part of this enormous creature. To grasp its scale, consider that this single organism vastly outweighs the largest blue whale multiple times over, and has silently endured for a period longer than most human civilizations. When scientists first uncovered its true dimensions, they realized that the forest they were exploring was not composed of countless separate entities, but rather of one vast, sprawling, and ancient being, thriving beneath their feet like the very heartbeat of the earth itself. This discovery fundamentally alters our understanding of what constitutes an individual organism, showcasing the extraordinary, hidden dimensions of life on our planet. Although fungi possess no conventional brains or elaborate nervous systems, they transmit bursts of information through their delicate mycelial threads. These signals resemble minute electrical impulses, not entirely dissimilar to the firing of nerve cells in more complex creatures. Some researchers have observed that the patterns of these electrical pulses even bear a faint resemblance to linguistic forms, with alterations in frequency potentially conveying specific meanings. Through this intricate system, fungi might share crucial intelligence regarding dangers, available resources, or prevailing environmental conditions with other segments of their extensive network. It is as if a subterranean data network is intricately woven into the very soil, relaying signals in a complex language that we are only just beginning to decipher. Imagine venerable trees distributing vital sugars to one another, with these fungal agents serving as diligent couriers, passing the messages along. While this may not constitute conscious thought in the human sense, it unequivocally represents a form of communication. It serves as a potent reminder that intelligence manifests in myriad forms, and that the earth continuously hums with intricate dialogues that typically escape our auditory perception, enriching the silent drama of the living world beneath us. When scientists investigated which forms of life could withstand conditions beyond our home planet, they included fungal spores in their experiments. To their astonishment, certain species not only survived exposure to the extreme vacuum of space, but also endured intense levels of radiation and profoundly freezing temperatures. These resilient spores drifted outside spacecraft for extended periods, sometimes weeks, protected only by their inherent toughness. Upon their return to Earth, many were still viable and capable of growth. This remarkable hardiness positions fungi as compelling subjects for astrobiology, the dedicated study of life existing beyond Earth. If the microscopic reproductive cells of fungi can withstand the harsh void, it suggests the intriguing possibility that life itself could journey between celestial bodies, perhaps hitching rides on meteorites or interstellar dust across the immense cosmos. This concept, known as panspermia, finds powerful support in the very existence of such resilient fungi, indicating that such incredible voyages might not be impossible. Imagine the humble mushroom, often overlooked in its forest dwelling, potentially carrying the very spark of life across vast stretches of space, awaiting the chance to flourish once more wherever it encounters suitable soil, water, and illumination. Following the devastating Chernobyl incident in 1986, experts examining the damaged reactor core were astonished to find life thriving amidst the devastation. Fungi. Certain species, notably Cryptococcus neoformans, not only persisted in the intensely radioactive wreckage, but appeared to grow directly toward the radiation itself. These fungi contain melanin, the same pigment found in human epidermal layers, which may allow them to convert the hazardous radiation into usable chemical energy, a process akin to photosynthesis, but utilizing radiation instead of light. It is as though these fascinating organisms are consuming radiation, transforming what we perceive as deadly into vital fuel for their expansion. This groundbreaking discovery holds immense implications for the future. One day, fungi could potentially assist in the remediation of nuclear waste sites, or offer protection to astronauts from cosmic radiation during extensive journeys into deep space. In the darkest, most perilous environments on Earth, fungi have not only found a way to exist, but seemingly to flourish, redefining the very limits of biological adaptability. Their unexpected resilience in such extreme conditions offers a beacon of hope for solutions to some of humanity's most pressing environmental and scientific challenges. One of the most encouraging breakthroughs in recent times reveals that some fungi serve as nature's grand-scale recyclers. Certain species possess the remarkable ability to break down materials that typically persist for centuries, such as synthetic plastics and petroleum-based products. In 2011, researchers identified a fungus in the lush Amazon rainforest capable of degrading polyurethane, one of the most stubborn and enduring plastics in common use. Other fungal varieties, have been demonstrated to metabolize crude oil spills, transforming hazardous waste into benign substances. Imagine our overflowing landfills diminishing, not through human machinery, but through the silent, diligent work of fungal colonies, consuming the discarded matter. Scientists are now actively exploring how these resourceful organisms could assist us in confronting widespread pollution. Perhaps, in the future, we could engineer fungal bio-factories designed to actively consume plastic refuse. In a world grappling with the sheer volume of our discarded materials, fungi offer a powerful reminder that nature frequently holds the inherent mechanisms to restore itself. If only we possess the wisdom to observe and learn from its intricate processes. Among the many marvels of the fungal kingdom, there also exists significant peril. Some species harbor compounds so potent that even a minuscule taste can prove lethal. The infamous death cap mushroom, Amanita phalloides, stands as one of the deadliest. Its insidious poisons silently wreak havoc upon the liver and kidneys, and tragically, symptoms may not manifest until it is already too late for effective intervention. What makes its threat even more chilling is its unremarkable appearance. A pale, greenish mushroom that could easily be mistaken for an edible variety. Throughout recorded history, deadly fungi have claimed the lives of royalty, commoners, and even entire families who were unaware of the profound risk. The distinction between a nourishing food and a fatal poison within the fungal realm is extraordinarily fine. I'm frequently imperceptible to the untrained eye. Yet, within this danger lies a strange fascination. The idea that a seemingly delicate mushroom can contain enough intricate chemistry to unravel a human life serves as a stark reminder that nature, while undeniably beautiful, must always be approached with profound respect. The silent power these organisms wield is a testament to the complex, sometimes hazardous, balance of the natural world. Not all members of the fungal kingdom pose a threat. Some offer sheer culinary delight. Certain species possess flavors so distinct and remarkable that they flawlessly mimic the taste of various meats or seafood. The lobster mushroom, for instance, exhibits a vibrant reddish, orange hue and delivers a taste profile that evokes the delicate sweetness of shellfish. The chicken of the woods, with its layered, fan-like structure, can be torn into fibrous chunks that resemble chicken breast, both in its texture and its savory essence. For many centuries, foragers have cherished these particular fungi as natural alternatives to animal protein, long before plant-based diets gained widespread popularity. To take a bite into one of these is to experience the astonishing versatility of fungal organisms. It is truly remarkable how something quietly emerging from the bark of a tree can taste like a sumptuous meal from the ocean or a farm. It is as if mushrooms are masters of flavor transformation, borrowing tastes from the animal world while steadfastly maintaining their mysterious botanical-like identity. This playful mimicry underscores the boundless ingenuity of nature's culinary spectrum. For countless millennia, fungi have occupied a significant place not only in human kitchens, but also within sacred spaces and ceremonial practices. Ancient civilizations perceived something mystical in the way mushrooms would seemingly materialize overnight, as if conjured from an unseen dimension. In the frigid lands of Siberia, spiritual leaders known as shamans utilized the distinctive red and white Amanita muscaria, often recognized as the archetypal fairy tale mushroom, in their rituals to induce trance-like states. In Mesoamerica, the Aztec civilization revered certain sacred fungi as Tano catl, a term translating to flesh of the gods. incorporating them into ceremonies designed to establish communion with the divine. Even ancient cave paintings in Spain, believed to be over 6 millennia old, depict human figures holding mushroom-like objects. These fungi were more than mere sustenance. They were regarded as conduits to altered perceptions, sources of profound visions, and facilitators of spiritual pilgrimages. To our ancestors, mushrooms appeared as direct communications from an ethereal realm, emerging mysteriously from the earth to remind humanity of the thin veil separating the mundane from the truly extraordinary. This ancient reverence highlights fungi's enduring role in shaping human spirituality and cultural narratives across diverse civilizations. One of the most unsettling and captivating phenomena in the natural world is orchestrated by a group of fungi known as cordyceps. These remarkable organisms do not simply grow passively in the soil. They actively infect insects, seizing command over their very behavior. A microscopic spore lands upon an unsuspecting ant, and shortly thereafter, the fungus begins to propagate throughout its host's internal system. Eventually, it subtly manipulates the ant's neurological functions, compelling it to ascend a plant-stemmed or tree trunk to a precise elevation ideal for spore dispersal. Once at this elevated position, the ant remains fixed and motionless, as if frozen in place. Then, the fungal growth erupts through the insect's body, developing a peculiar stalk that releases new spores to infect other creatures below. This chilling life cycle has earned cordyceps the moniker zombie fungus. While undeniably macabre, it also serves as a testament to the ingenious, albeit unsettling, evolutionary strategies that fungi have developed for survival. The forest floor conceals entire miniature dramas, where even tiny insects can become unwitting marionettes in the silent, persistent play of the fungal kingdom. In the latter part of the 20th century, biologists observed an alarming decline in frog, salamander, and toad populations across the globe. The insidious culprit was identified as a fungus named Batrachocatrium dendrobatidis, often abbreviated as BD. This fungus infiltrates the skin of amphibians, severely impairing their capacity to respire and regulate water balance. Since amphibians absorb a significant portion of their oxygen and moisture through their delicate skin, this infection frequently proves fatal. Entire populations of these creatures vanished, seemingly overnight, and the BD fungus has been labeled as one of the most catastrophic pathogens documented in biological history. To contemplate that something so minuscule, entirely imperceptible to the casual observer, could profoundly alter entire ecosystems, illustrates the immense, hidden power wielded by fungi. Even now, conservationists are in a desperate race to safeguard vulnerable amphibian species, actively developing antifungal treatments and implementing breeding initiatives. The narrative of BD serves as a sobering admonition: fungi are not solely benefactors and recyclers, but occasionally they emerge as potent agents of destruction, fundamentally reshaping the trajectory of life on Earth. Their silent, widespread impact underscores the fragile interconnectedness of all living systems. Every single breath you take carries with it minuscule components of the vast fungal kingdom. Fungal spores, the microscopic reproductive units of fungi, are so incredibly abundant that billions of them swirl invisibly through the air around us at any given moment. They drift silently through bustling cities, dense forests, and over expansive oceans, descending with falling raindrops or being carried for many miles on the prevailing winds. Scientists estimate that each cubic meter of outdoor air can contain thousands of these minute spores. You inhale them continually, often without ever being aware of their presence. Yet, your biological system is remarkably adapted to this pervasive, hidden domain of life. Indeed, spores represent one of the most common biological particles found within Earth's atmosphere. They are so incredibly small and light that they can even ride atmospheric currents high into cloud formations. In a profound sense, every inhalation connects you to distant forests and fungal networks, linking your respiratory system to ecosystems that you may never personally witness. You are, at all times, breathing in the silent, pervasive presence of countless fungal spores, a constant reminder of life's invisible unity. Unlike the reproductive structures of plants, which are often heavier and tethered to the soil, fungal spores are meticulously engineered for extensive travel. Many are so exceptionally tiny and light that they can remain suspended in the air for astonishing durations. Some have been detected at altitudes exceeding 20 kilometers above our planet's surface, gracefully floating within the stratosphere. There, they can hitch rides on powerful high-altitude winds, embarking on journeys across vast oceans and entire continents. These resilient spores are equipped with robust protective coatings that shield them from harmful ultraviolet radiation, extreme dryness, and even cosmic radiation, enabling them to survive such epic voyages. This inherent ability to traverse immense distances makes fungi some of the most triumphantly successful colonizers in the natural world. Imagine a single spore released from a puffball mushroom in a tranquil meadow, ascending skyward, and months later, gently settling into the soil on the opposite side of the planet. Fungal spores transform the very atmosphere into a vast thoroughfare for life, an unseen yet ceaseless conduit, connecting diverse ecosystems across the entire globe. In controlled experiments where fungal spores were subjected to the profound vacuum and intense radiation of extraterrestrial space, a significant number managed to withstand conditions that would instantly annihilate most biological organisms. Encased within their durable protective outer layers, these minuscule reproductive cells survived not merely for hours, but in some instances for several weeks, drifting freely outside spacecraft or affixed to satellites. This remarkable hardiness has fueled the theory of panspermia, suggesting that life could potentially disseminate between planets via spores or microorganisms carried on meteorites or cosmic dust. If the reproductive cells of fungi can indeed endure such arduous journeys, it implies that life might be considerably more mobile than previously imagined, perhaps navigating across our solar system or even traversing the immense expanse of the galaxy. When you observe a mushroom releasing a visible cloud of spores, you are witnessing a survival strategy so extraordinarily efficient that it could potentially extend beyond the confines of Earth itself. They are, in essence, tiny biological explorers, robust enough to withstand the void, patiently awaiting a new celestial body to call their home. We often perceive stone as an enduring, timeless substance, but even the hardest rocks are susceptible to the gradual, persistent influence of fungi. Certain species of lichens, which represent a symbiotic partnership between fungi and algae, excrete organic acids capable of slowly dissolving minerals. Over vast stretches of time, this process gradually transforms solid rock into fertile soil. Across centuries, this patient work reshapes mountains, cliffs, and immense boulders into viable ground where diverse plant life can take root and flourish. Without the tireless efforts of fungi and lichens, our world might remain largely barren rock, incapable of supporting lush forests and expansive grasslands. In a profound sense, fungi served as Earth's earliest cultivators, preparing the foundational material for all the green life that subsequently emerged. Even today, on ancient gravestones or crumbling ruins, you may discern small fungal patches, slowly etching intricate patterns into the stone. With a patience measured in geological epochs, rather than mere days, fungi subtly reshape the very solid framework of our planet, offering irrefutable evidence that nothing is beyond the reach of their silent, persistent influence. Their quiet labor is a testament to the transformative power of microscopic life. Step into a verdant field after a recent rainfall, and you might discover a perfectly circular formation of mushrooms, as if left behind by ethereal beings engaged in a nocturnal dance. These captivating arrangements are known as fairy rings, and they arise as a single fungal organism expands radially outward beneath the soil in all directions. The visible mushrooms you observe are merely the emergent fruiting bodies along the advancing perimeter of the sprawling mycelial network. Over extended periods, this circular formation widens, sometimes growing larger with each passing year. In ancient folklore, fairy rings were considered magical locales, believed to be gateways to another realm or tangible traces of nightly celebrations by unseen entities. Modern scientific understanding now confirms that these rings are simply the natural growth pattern of fungi. Yet the profound sense of wonder they evoke steadfastly endures. To witness a fairy ring is to observe living geometry, etched into the grass. A vibrant circle drawn by subterranean threads that remain invisible, connecting the familiar meadow with something timeless, mysterious, and truly enchanting. Their precise circularity invites contemplation on nature's inherent mathematical elegance. There is something truly astonishing about the abrupt appearance of fungal growths. One day, the ground appears completely bare, and the very next morning, it seems dotted with a profusion of new life. Mushrooms possess an incredible capacity for rapid growth, sometimes pushing up through compacted soil or layers of fallen leaves in a mere matter of hours. Their swift emergence is fueled by the hidden mycelium below, which meticulously stores energy until environmental conditions are precisely optimal. Rainfall softens the earth and provides the indispensable moisture required, and then the mushroom surges upward, unfolding like a miraculous time-lapse sequence. This sudden materialization has bestowed upon mushrooms a mystical reputation in ancient folklore, as if they are spontaneously generated by spirits or magical forces. In reality, it represents biology operating at its most efficient. Years of unseen subterranean preparation culminating in one spectacular, visible emergence. The next time you observe mushrooms after a storm, recall that they were already present, patiently awaiting the precise signal to ascend into the light. Their fleeting, sudden presence is a powerful testament to nature's hidden rhythms and its astonishing capacity for swift, synchronized growth. Long before the advent of synthetic pigments, people discovered that fungi possessed the ability to impart surprisingly brilliant colors to fabrics. Different species could yield a spectrum of shades, including rich golds, deep greens, vibrant purples, fiery reds, and even profound blues. Some traditional dyers still forage for specific fungi, such as Phyolus schwinitzi, often referred to as the dyer's polypore, which can produce exquisite yellow and orange tones. Others turn to lichens for delicate pinks and purples. Each fungal species harbors unique chemical compounds that, when carefully boiled with natural fibers like wool or silk, release potent pigments that permanently bind to the material. These fungal dyes are entirely natural, sustainable, and frequently produce colors that subtly shift and shimmer in varying light conditions. Adorning oneself with mushroom. Dyed garments once signified carrying a tangible piece of the forest, its natural hues intricately woven into the very fabric. Even today, artisans meticulously revive this ancient tradition, celebrating fungi not merely as sustenance or medicine, but as true artists of color, meticulously painting the world with palettes concealed within the earth itself. Fungi are often perceived as tranquil decomposers, diligently breaking down woody debris and fallen leaves. However, some species are, in fact, active hunters. Certain soil-dwelling fungi have developed sophisticated mechanisms to ensnare and consume nematodes, tiny, thread-like worms that subtly wriggle unseen through the soil. These fungi construct microscopic traps. Some form sticky nets that capture passing worms, while others create elegant, lasso-shaped rings that constrict like nooses upon contact. Once a nematode is snared, the fungus meticulously pierces its body and extracts its vital nutrients, thereby fueling its own growth. To contemplate a mushroom acting as a predator, weaving invisible snares within the soil, profoundly alters our conventional perception of these organisms. They are not passive entities, but rather cunning survivors, fully capable of hunting without the aid of eyes or discernible movement. Beneath your very feet, there may exist entire microscopic battlegrounds where fungi and worms engage in a perpetual, unseen struggle, with each fungal victory contributing to the slow, patient expansion of the fungal kingdom. This hidden world reveals a surprising dynamism in the often overlooked soil ecosystem. Although mushrooms often appear delicate, their underlying structure can possess astonishing robustness. The fine, intricate threads of mycelium interweave into a dense, interlocking network that rivals some of the most resilient materials known to humanity. In fact, scientific tests have demonstrated that certain mycelial composites can exhibit greater strength than steel when compared by weight. This remarkable inherent strength, combined with their inherent lightness and complete biodegradability, has positioned fungi as a significant focus in material science. Designers are currently pioneering experiments with building materials derived from mushrooms, creating bricks, insulation, and even furniture that are not only durable and fire-resistant, but also entirely compostable when they eventually reach the end of their useful life. It is truly remarkable that what appears to be a fragile toadstool in the forest can inspire architectural elements sturdy enough to support entire homes. Fungi serve as a potent reminder that true resilience is not always overt or readily visible. Sometimes it is quietly woven, fiber by fiber, into networks that are humble in appearance yet possess extraordinary, hidden fortitude. Long before towering trees, stretched towards the heavens, or vibrant flowers unfurled their petals, fungi had already established a foothold on the ancient terrestrial surfaces of Earth. Fossil evidence unequivocally indicates that fungi began colonizing land over 1 billion years ago, playing a pivotal role in the initial breakdown of rock into nascent soil. In doing so, they meticulously prepared the global environment for the subsequent emergence of plant life. Some scientists hypothesize that colossal fungal structures once dotted the primordial landscape hundreds of millions of years ago, potentially reaching heights exceeding 20 feet. These peculiar organisms, collectively known as prototaxites, may have represented the tallest living entities of their era. Imagine a stark, alien-like terrain where gigantic fungal spires ascended above the ground, long before the appearance of forests or grasslands. Without the pioneering work of fungi to pave the way, the earth as we currently perceive it, fertile, verdant, and teeming with diverse plant life, might never have come into existence. They were the silent vanguard of terrestrial life, meticulously shaping the planet with their patient and persistent biological processes. When most individuals envision fungi, they typically picture caps large enough to gather, prepare, or photograph within a woodland setting. However, within the intricate microworld, some fungi are so exceedingly minute that they can comfortably rest upon the head of a pin. These miniature organisms emerge, like specks of dust on decaying leaves or fallen twigs, frequently discernible only under the magnification of a lens. Despite their diminutive stature, they perform the very same essential ecological functions as their larger counterparts, diligently breaking down organic matter and releasing their microscopic reproductive cells. Many of these fungi develop delicate, almost crystalline structures, with caps no bigger than individual grains of sugar. To ponder the existence of such fragile, ephemeral life forms all around us, entirely unseen, is a profoundly humbling experience. The forest is not merely populated by towering arboreal giants and substantial mushrooms, but also by myriad tiny realms of life that flourish in spaces too small for our unassisted vision to perceive. This hidden world underscores the boundless diversity of life at every conceivable scale, from the monumental to the nearly invisible. At the opposing extreme of the fungal spectrum, some species attain truly astonishing dimensions. The giant puffball mushroom, for instance, can expand to the considerable size of a beach ball, with certain individual specimens weighing in excess of 20 pounds. When fully mature, a single puffball possesses the remarkable capacity to release trillions of spores in a voluminous, smoky cloud that disperses upon the wind. In humid tropical forests, massive bracket fungi adhere to tree trunks like natural shelves, with some growing wide enough to comfortably serve as an impromptu seat. In traditional folklore, these enormous fungi inspired profound awe, often appearing less like simple plants and more like mythical beings. To stand before one of these colossal fungal forms is to be reminded that mushrooms are not always small or transient. They can be monumental, sprawling, and remarkably enduring. Their sheer size rivals that of the creatures that move amongst them, showcasing a kingdom of biological extremes. Fungi truly stretch from the almost imperceptible to the astonishingly vast, a testament to nature's boundless inventiveness. Truffles, those highly esteemed subterranean fungi, emit an aroma so potent and captivating that it mesmerizes both humans and various animal species. Their distinctive scent contains chemical compounds remarkably similar to pheromones, the biological signals numerous creatures employ for communication. For swine, in particular, the fragrance of truffles can be utterly irresistible, so much so that farmers historically relied on trained pigs to unearth them. Canines are now preferred for this task, as they can detect the scent without consuming the valuable find. Humans, too, are captivated by their allure. Truffles rank among the most expensive culinary ingredients globally, prized for their musky, earthy, and intoxicating bouquet. This compelling aroma permeates the soil, drawing animals that dig them up, thereby unknowingly assisting in the dispersal of their reproductive cells. This ingenious reproductive strategy has enabled truffles to flourish underground, where they cannot release spores into the air. Instead, they depend on a powerful enticement, a perfume so compelling that entire species are driven to seek them out, ensuring their continued propagation across diverse ecosystems. deep within the forest, the trees are not silent entities. They engage in complex exchanges of vital sugars, precious water, and even crucial warning signals with one another, a process made possible by fungi. Mycorrhizal fungi establish intricate partnerships with tree roots, extending their delicate mycelial networks far into the soil. Through these subterranean connections, individual trees can share essential resources. A tree growing in dense shade, for example, may receive additional sugars from its sun-drenched neighbors, passed along by the intricate fungal threads. Should pests or diseases pose a threat, chemical warning signals can spread rapidly underground, alerting other trees to activate their defenses. This hidden dialogue is sometimes metaphorically referred to as the Wood Wide Web. Without the mediating role of fungi, forest ecosystems would exhibit significantly less cooperation, and many young trees would likely never survive to maturity. The next time you walk through a forest, envision the roots beneath your feet not as separate, isolated systems, but as integral components of a vast, interconnected consciousness. A silent, intricate network where fungi serve as vital translators between the arboreal giants. The concept of the Wood Wide Web has profoundly captivated the imaginations of both scientific researchers and storytellers. It describes a phenomenon where not just individual trees connect through fungi, but entire forests. A single, extensive mycelial network can potentially link dozens, or even hundreds, of trees, binding them into one highly interdependent community. Ancient, venerable, mother trees can nourish their seedlings through this intricate subterranean web, thereby ensuring the survival and growth of the next generation. Dying trees can even transfer their remaining energetic resources, leaving behind a kind of ecological legacy through the network. This expansive underground web enables a forest to function less like a mere collection of individual organisms and more like a single, responsive, and vibrant superorganism. What we perceive above ground, the majestic trunks, sprawling branches, and verdant leaves, represents only half of the story. Below, within the dark, rich soil, the fungal kingdom is diligently weaving a network as complex and intricate as the neural pathways within our own brains, sustaining the hidden unity and resilience of the entire forest ecosystem. One of the most understated yet profoundly important roles played by fungi is in the sequestration of carbon. Through their intricate partnerships with plants, fungi actively facilitate the transfer of carbon from the atmosphere into the soil, effectively locking it away within their subterranean mycelial networks. A portion of this carbon can remain sequestered underground for many centuries, safely removed from the atmospheric cycle. In this crucial manner, fungi serve as vital allies in stabilizing Earth's climate, actively preventing an excessive accumulation of carbon dioxide from warming the planet too rapidly. Forests owe a significant portion of their capacity to act as carbon sinks to these intricate fungal webs, which maintain the continuous flow of nutrients and the stable storage of carbon. Even when fungi diligently decompose organic matter, they meticulously regulate the rate at which carbon is reintroduced into the atmosphere. In an era where climate change dominates human concerns, the unassuming fungus may prove to be one of Earth's most effective environmental guardians, diligently working beneath the soil to preserve balance within the intricate global carbon cycle. As peculiar as it may sound, certain fungal species thrive in environments that most of us would instinctively avoid the waste products of animals. Species such as Coprinopsis, sometimes colloquially known as inky caps, emerge directly from manure. While this might appear unappealing, it represents an incredibly ingenious survival strategy. Animal dung is exceptionally rich in nutrients, already digested by the animal's digestive system, and fungi are perfectly adapted to efficiently recycle these remaining organic compounds. In performing this role, they complete an essential cycle of life, transforming what we perceive as waste into fertile soil once again. Some of these fungi even possess the remarkable ability to launch their spores with incredible propulsive force, projecting them far enough to escape the shadow of the dung pile and land on fresh grass. There, grazing animals may unknowingly consume them, initiating the cycle anew. What seems objectionable to us is, to fungi, an invaluable opportunity. In their intricate world, nothing is truly wasted. Even the most improbable biological materials are repurposed to sustain life. Some fungi patiently await widespread destruction before making their dramatic entrance. These are known as pyrophilous fungi, literally, lovers of fire. They remain concealed within the soil until intense flames sweep through a forest, meticulously clearing away existing vegetation and leaving behind a layer of ash. Then, almost magically, fungi like the morel begin to emerge in substantial numbers. Fire fundamentally alters the chemical composition of the soil, creating specific conditions that these particular fungi require to flourish. The charred landscapes of recently burned forests can transform into veritable treasure troves of morels, highly valued for their distinctive honeycombed caps and rich, earthy flavor. However, beyond mere human fascination, these fire-following fungi fulfill a crucial ecological function. They diligently recycle essential nutrients with remarkable speed, meticulously preparing the ground for new growth to emerge. They actively assist forest ecosystems in their arduous recovery from widespread devastation. Where intense flames have consumed, mushrooms quietly ascend, transforming loss into the very genesis of renewal. In their understated manner, they act as the initial responders of the woodland, subtly converting destruction into fertile ground for subsequent rebirth. This silent, patient work is a testament to nature's profound capacity for healing and regeneration, often orchestrated by the most unassuming inhabitants of the forest floor. The ash, rich in minerals, becomes a new source of sustenance, a foundation upon which life can rebuild. Guided by these resilient fungal pioneers, their appearance after a fire is not just a biological event, but a symbol of hope, a gentle promise of life's enduring cycle. Long before the advent of modern pharmaceutical science, fungi were already sophisticated chemists, naturally producing intricate compounds to defend themselves against invasive bacteria and other microscopic organisms. Many of these naturally occurring compounds proved to be remarkably beneficial for human applications as well. Penicillin, famously recognized as the first widely utilized antibiotic, was notably discovered in a common mold, which is a close fungal relative of the more familiar mushrooms. However, mushrooms themselves also contain various antimicrobial substances. Some of these are currently undergoing rigorous scientific investigation as potential future treatments for human infections. In their natural wild environments, these protective compounds assist fungi in surviving amidst ecosystems teeming with fierce competitors. For us, these discoveries serve as poignant reminders that solutions to complex human ailments often reside quietly within the vastness of nature, patiently awaiting our observation and understanding. The next time you observe a mushroom gently emerging from a fallen log, envision it as a miniature, natural laboratory, diligently crafting complex chemicals. These are not merely for its own individual survival, but potentially for the healing and well-being of creatures far beyond the confines of its immediate forest home. This intricate chemical warfare at the microscopic level has, in fact, profoundly influenced the trajectory of human health and medicine. The everyday miracle of bread dough expanding in the oven, or a glass of beer developing a frothy head, is entirely dependent on the unseen work of fungi. Yeast, a single-celled relative within the expansive fungal kingdom, possesses the remarkable ability to convert simple sugars into both alcohol and carbon dioxide gas. This fundamental biological process is not only responsible for imparting bread with its light, airy texture, but also for generating the effervescent bubbles found in beers and sparkling wines. Without the diligent action of these microscopic fungi, human culinary traditions would be entirely unrecognizable. There would be no fragrant loaves of warm bread, no celebratory wine, and no refreshing, frothy owls. Archaeological findings have unearthed compelling evidence of fermentation. Practices stretching back many thousands of years, clearly demonstrating that humans and fungi have been close partners since the earliest phases of human civilization. In a profound sense, fungi have exerted as much influence on the development of human culture as they have on the intricate structure of forest ecosystems, subtly shaping rituals, economic systems, and joyous celebrations across diverse societies. When you tear open a fresh loaf of bread or take a contemplative sip of a fermented beverage, you are, in essence, savoring the invisible labor of fungi, a legacy of cooperation harnessed for both sustenance and profound enjoyment since time immemorial. It is remarkably easy to overlook that the tiny granules of yeast sprinkled into dough for baking, or thoroughly mixed into a brewer's vat, are in fact living organisms. These microscopic fungi diligently feed upon available sugars, rapidly multiplying, and in the process, releasing gases that cause dough to rise or create the desired fizziness in beverages. Though individually minute, yeasts have served as ancient and indispensable companions to humanity. Their utility was likely first discovered quite by accident, perhaps when wild yeast spores, drifting invisibly in the air, settled upon crushed fruit or damp grains, initiating the transformative process of fermentation. Over countless generations, people gradually learned to cultivate and meticulously control these yeasts, transforming them into the unseen, diligent workers behind countless kitchens and breweries across the globe. Modern strains of yeast are now carefully bred for specific characteristics, yet they remain integral members of the vast fungal kingdom, direct cousins to the more conspicuous mushrooms that emerge in our forests. Within every light, airy loaf of bread and every bottle of fine wine, there resides a quiet, profound fungal narrative. Billions of microscopic cells labor tirelessly together, unseen yet utterly essential, converting simple sweetness into substantial nourishment and reminding us of life's intricate, hidden interconnections. Their silent, ceaseless activity is a cornerstone of many human traditions. In certain forests, one might unexpectedly encounter a mushroom that appears to be wounded. Drops of vibrant red liquid bead upon its cap, strikingly resembling blood. One of the most famous examples is Hydnellum pecki, sometimes colloquially referred to as the bleeding tooth fungus. Despite its somewhat unsettling appearance, this crimson fluid is not true blood, but rather a sap, like exudate, richly endowed with various pigments and complex chemical compounds. The precise biological purpose of this peculiar secretion remains a subject of ongoing scientific debate. It may assist the fungus in regulating its internal moisture content, or possibly serve to deter harmful microbes. To stumble upon such a mushroom can evoke an uncanny sensation, as though nature itself is mimicking familiar biological processes in strange and somewhat eerie ways. These bleeding fungi serve as a powerful reminder that the forest conceals many secrets, often designed not for human observation, but purely for the survival and intricate biological functions of the organisms themselves. We are merely incidental observers, quietly wandering through a world where even fungi can produce striking crimson droplets within the soft, damp moss. This visual spectacle underscores the diverse and often surprising chemical ingenuity found throughout the fungal kingdom, pushing us to question our assumptions about what constitutes normal in the natural world. Some fungi persist not by exhibiting beauty, but by emitting an utterly repulsive odor, known as stinkhorns. These peculiar fungi release a stench almost identical to that of decaying meat. This powerful, foul aroma serves a very specific purpose. It attracts various flying insects, such as flies and beetles, which then land upon the mushroom. Unwittingly, these insects become vectors, carrying away the fungal spores to new locations. It is an ingenious evolutionary strategy, transforming what is repulsive to many into an effective mechanism for dispersal. To human senses, the putrid smell can be overwhelming, yet these fungi are master manipulators, expertly deceiving insects into performing their bidding. In certain ancient cultures, stinkhorns were often associated with malevolent spirits or ill omens, their sudden appearance and noxious aroma linked to deeply held superstitions. In biological reality, however, they are simply remarkably clever survivors, having evolved to utilize scent as an irresistible lure. In the stillness of a forest, the sudden detection of decay may not signify death at all, but rather the strange, fascinating life of a fungus, cleverly playing tricks on the senses of every creature that passes nearby. When mycelium extends its intricate web beneath the soil, it does not merely form haphazard threads. Instead, it constructs incredibly complex, layered networks that bear a striking resemblance to bustling subterranean metropolises. Highways composed of hyphae branch and meticulously reconnect, creating efficient channels through which vital nutrients can flow. Certain regions of these networks function much like marketplaces, where essential resources are exchanged with adjacent plants. Other areas serve as secure storage vaults, holding crucial reserves for periods of scarcity. Scientists, employing advanced imaging techniques, have discovered that these fungal networks exhibit remarkable efficiency, optimizing pathways in a manner strikingly similar to human-designed infrastructure. In a sense, fungi are sophisticated engineers, diligently constructing hidden architectures that rival our own cities in their intricate design and functional complexity. While we pave roads and erect towering skyscrapers above ground, the fungal kingdom is quietly weaving intricate subterranean worlds below, where billions of organisms cooperate and flourish. The soil beneath our feet is far from empty. It is vibrantly alive with a complex society of interwoven threads, a silent metropolis without conventional walls, subtly pulsing with the quiet energy of life. In the intricate world of fungi, appearances can be remarkably deceptive. Some mushrooms exhibit a fascinating ability to alter their coloration when handled, bruised, or cut. A particularly striking illustration of this phenomenon is the blue, staining bolete, whose flesh rapidly transforms into a vivid cobalt blue upon exposure to the air. This dramatic change in color is a result of complex chemical reactions occurring between specific compounds within the mushroom and ambient oxygen. For experienced foragers, this visual transformation can serve as a helpful, though not always definitive, clue for identification. The effect itself is undeniably mesmerizing. A seemingly plain mushroom instantly metamorphoses into something dazzling, as if revealing a secret, hidden aspect of its nature. In ancient folklore, mushrooms that changed color were often believed to be enchanted or magical, imbued with mysterious powers. To touch one today is to experience that same sense of wonder. That in the simple act of physical contact, the forest unveils a subtle trick, a fleeting glimpse of intricate chemistry masquerading as sorcery. This brief, vibrant display serves as a captivating reminder of the dynamic and surprising biological processes continuously unfolding around us. Not all fungal scents are unpleasant. Indeed, some species release fragrances so utterly delightful they seem almost tailor-made for human appreciation. The candycap mushroom, for instance, emits an aroma almost indistinguishable from that of rich maple syrup. When these mushrooms are carefully dried, their fragrance intensifies, pervading entire rooms with the comforting sweetness of pancakes and warm sugar. Chefs expertly utilize these fungi to flavor a diverse array of desserts, cookies, and even ice creams, transforming a humble forest discovery into an exquisite culinary enchantment. The origin of this sweet scent lies in chemical compounds known as lactones, which cleverly trick our senses into associating the mushroom with a familiar sweetness. To unexpectedly encounter one in its natural habitat is akin to discovering a secret kitchen, thoughtfully concealed beneath the trees. It serves as a powerful reminder that fungi are true masters of intricate chemistry, meticulously crafting scents that can repel, attract, or simply astonish. From the pungent odor of decay to the delicate perfume of maple syrup, mushrooms orchestrate an invisible symphony of smells, each note meticulously written in molecules that we are only just beginning to comprehend and appreciate. As varied as a bouquet of flowers in their aromatic profiles, some mushrooms possess an astonishing range of familiar food scents. Certain species carry distinct aromas of coconut, almonds, or even marzipan. The almond-scented agaricus, for example, boasts a fragrance so remarkably similar to the nut itself that many experienced foragers rely upon it as a crucial identification marker. Meanwhile, coconut-scented russulas appear to echo tropical sweetness, despite often emerging from the temperate floors of deciduous forests. These captivating scents are produced by volatile chemical compounds that diffuse into the surrounding air, either attracting specific animals or deterring others. For humans, they become delightful curiosities, compelling evidence that fungi engage with chemistry in ways that directly intersect with our own kitchens and cherished memories. To lean in close to a mushroom and catch the delicate scent of a dessert or a ripe fruit is to feel, if only for a fleeting moment, that the forest itself is dreaming of familiar flavors, intricately weaving comforting aromas into its strange and secretive growths. This olfactory diversity adds another layer to the profound mystery and allure of the fungal kingdom. Few food sources naturally contain substantial amounts of vitamin D, yet fungi harbor a secret: they possess the remarkable ability to produce their own. Much like humans, mushrooms synthesize vitamin D when exposed to the sun's ultraviolet light. When UV radiation gently touches a mushroom's surface, it triggers the conversion of specific internal compounds into this essential nutrient. For human health, vitamin D is crucial for strengthening bones, supporting a robust immune system and contributing to a balanced mood. A small handful of sun-dried mushrooms can contain as much vitamin D as a dietary supplement. Some cultures even purposefully place freshly harvested mushrooms in direct sunlight before consumption, thereby significantly enhancing their nutritional potency. It is truly astonishing to consider that fungi and humans share this fundamental biological capacity, both relying on the same intricate chemistry of light. In the dim light of the forest, mushrooms might seem far removed from the sun's direct influence. However, when touched by its life-giving rays, they diligently store its energy, transforming themselves not merely into sustenance, but into a remarkable bridge between light, soil, and life itself. This shared biological process highlights a deeper connection between seemingly disparate life forms. In certain types of fungi, the concepts of poison and beauty are intricately interwoven. There exist species whose inherent toxins not only provide them with protection, but also bestow upon them the extraordinary ability to glow. These bioluminescent fungi emit a soft, ethereal green or blue light, generated by complex chemical reactions involving luciferin and luciferase. Scientists hypothesize that this eerie luminescence may serve multiple biological functions, deterring potential predators, attracting specific insects for spore dispersal, or signaling to other organisms within their environment. The captivating, otherworldly shine is most distinctly visible at night, when patches of the forest floor appear to shimmer with a faint, otherworldly radiance. To unexpectedly encounter such a mushroom is an experience both enchanting and subtly unsettling. Fungi that are inherently dangerous to touch, yet simultaneously luminous, as if illuminated from within. In ancient folklore, glowing fungi were often interpreted as signs of forest spirits or potent omens, their ghostly light hinting at the presence of the supernatural. While modern science meticulously reveals the underlying chemistry, the profound sense of wonder steadfastly persists. Life, through these organisms, consistently finds ingenious ways to transform defense mechanisms into captivating radiance, painting the night with their internal light. Among the most universally feared fungi on Earth is the infamous death cap, Amanita phalloides. It possesses a deceptively ordinary appearance, a pale green cap, a pristine white stalk, a mushroom that one might easily mistake for an edible variety. However, concealed within its seemingly innocuous structure lies a potent toxin called amatoxin, one of the deadliest known substances. Merely half of a single cap can contain enough poison to be lethal to an adult human. What makes its threat even more insidious is that symptoms may not manifest for many hours after ingestion, lulling victims into a false sense of security before irreversible damage to the liver and kidneys commences. Tragically, no specific antidote exists for amatoxin poisoning. Hospitals can provide intensive supportive care, and sometimes, in dire cases, liver transplantation may be attempted, but survival remains profoundly uncertain. This single mushroom species has been responsible for countless accidental deaths throughout history. The stark fact that such profound danger lurks within such a fragile form serves as a powerful reminder of nature's often indifferent power. Beauty and terror can, and often do, coexist in the forest, and mushrooms, so often benefactors and recyclers, can sometimes harbor within them a lethal secret, precisely encoded in their intricate chemistry. In the 19th century, cholera represented a terrifying global scourge, sweeping relentlessly through communities across Europe, Asia, and beyond. People were desperately seeking any form of remedy, and one unexpected hero emerged from the fungal kingdom. A specific fungus identified as Penicillium glaucum, closely related to the species that later yielded penicillin, was observed to effectively halt the progress of the cholera bacterium. While the full implications of this discovery were not entirely understood at the time, it provided early, compelling evidence of fungi's significant medicinal capabilities. Later, the broader scientific discovery of antibiotics emphatically confirmed what this unassuming fungus had subtly hinted at all along. Fungi carry within them compounds that possess the power to fundamentally alter the course of human history. Imagine entire cities trembling under the pervasive fear of disease, only to find an unexpected measure of relief in the unassuming growth of a simple mold. That pivotal moment served as a quiet foreshadowing of the monumental antibiotic revolution that was yet to unfold. Irrefutable proof that mushrooms and their diverse relatives can indeed stand as formidable guardians between humanity and its most perilous foes. It may sound quite peculiar, but scientific studies have indicated that fungi appear to possess a form of memory regarding past experiences. In controlled laboratory experiments, researchers observed that fungal networks, when exposed to certain environmental alterations, such as changes in temperature, moisture levels, or nutrient availability, responded differently when those precise conditions recurred. The mycelium seemed to learn from its previous encounters, adjusting its responses more rapidly and efficiently the second time around. This form of memory is not akin to human thought processes, but rather represents a unique biological recall, subtly encoded within the intricate fungal threads themselves. Such remarkable adaptability may offer an explanation for why fungi rank among the most resilient and enduring life forms on our planet. They possess the inherent capacity to recognize environmental patterns, retain information, and subsequently adapt their strategies for survival. To traverse a forest is, in a profound sense, to walk through a landscape that is alive not only with vigorous growth, but also with a form of memory. Networks of fungi silently recalling past storms, periods of drought, and destructive fires, subtly adjusting their intricate systems for the collective survival of the entire ecosystem. It is as if the very soil itself remembers, with these ancient memories carried within the hidden, persistent threads beneath our very feet. In the deepest parts of winter, when the ground is firmly locked in a grip of ice, one might reasonably expect mushrooms to vanish entirely. Yet, certain species exhibit an astonishing resistance to extreme cold. Some possess the ability to freeze solid, their internal water content transforming into ice crystals, and still successfully revive once environmental conditions improve. Other remarkably resilient species continue to produce fruiting bodies even beneath layers of snow, pushing small caps through the frost, as if entirely unaffected by the harsh season. Their extraordinary resilience is attributed to specialized antifreeze-like compounds that meticulously protect their delicate cells from damage during freezing. For organisms that appear so inherently fragile, this inherent toughness is truly extraordinary. It enables fungi to colonize and thrive in environments as unforgiving as Arctic tundras and high alpine peaks. To unexpectedly encounter a mushroom diligently sprouting through a blanket of snow is to witness defiance in its purest, most unassuming form. Life quietly enduring in conditions that would halt most plant growth. They serve as powerful reminders that even in the coldest, bleakest, and most challenging places, hidden biological kingdoms persist in their slow and steady work of survival, patiently awaiting the return of milder conditions. Across diverse cultures, and throughout countless centuries, fungi have been deeply revered as potent healers. In the rich tradition of Chinese medicine, reishi mushrooms are famously known as the mushroom of immortality, believed to confer enhanced longevity and vitality upon those who consume them. In Japan, shiitake mushrooms were once exclusively reserved for nobility, cherished as a powerful tonic for overall health. Indigenous peoples across Siberia, North America, and Africa each developed their own unique mushroom-based remedies ranging from medicinal teas to topical poultices, utilizing various fungi to treat wounds, alleviate fevers, and combat fatigue. Modern scientific research is now steadily catching up, actively identifying specific compounds within mushrooms that possess immune-boosting, anti-inflammatory, and even significant anti-cancer properties. What ancient healers intuitively understood through generations of empirical experience, contemporary laboratories are now meticulously confirming with sophisticated microscopes and precise assays. When you sip a mushroom-infused tea or learn of medicinal fungal extracts, you are, in essence, participating in a lineage of healing that stretches back thousands of years, a profound testament to the deep, enduring bond between humans and fungi. This bond is woven from both practical necessity and profound reverence for nature's quiet pharmacists. The lion's mane mushroom, with its distinctive cascading, icicle-like spines, is not only visually captivating, but also remarkably potent in its biological effects. Animal studies have compellingly demonstrated that specific compounds found within lion's mane can actively stimulate the growth of nerve cells. These particular compounds, known as herisnons and erinacines, encourage the production of nerve growth factor, a crucial molecule essential for the repair and meticulous maintenance of neurons. This groundbreaking discovery has ignited intense scientific interest in lion's mane as a potential therapeutic agent for neurodegenerative conditions such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. For centuries, this unique fungus has been utilized in traditional Asian medicine as a powerful brain tonic, and now, modern science is diligently uncovering the precise reasons behind its esteemed reputation. Imagine a mushroom, soft and pristine white, like a frozen waterfall, harboring within its delicate structure the potential to mend the most intricate and vital networks of the human mind. It serves as a profound reminder that the solutions to some of our deepest medical challenges may still be quietly hidden in the unassuming corners of the natural world, patiently awaiting their discovery. Puffball mushrooms possess a unique kind of natural magic. When they reach full maturity, their spherical bodies become densely packed with millions of spores, patiently waiting for the precise moment to disperse. A falling raindrop, the brush of an animal's paw, or even the gentle touch of a curious human can trigger their release, sending a dramatic, smoky burst into the air. What appears to be a mere puff of dust is, in fact, a shimmering cloud of microscopic life, each tiny spore a capsule of immense biological possibility, drifting silently upon the wind. For children and experienced foragers alike, puffballs often become a source of sheer delight, a living fireworks display in miniature. Beyond the immediate wonder, however, this dispersal strategy is profoundly effective. In a single, explosive puff, trillions of spores can be carried away, thereby ensuring the widespread continuation of the species. To witness one erupt in a cloud is to observe life's persistent drive for propagation in action, cleverly disguised as a fleeting, enchanting trick of smoke on the forest floor. This delicate yet powerful act of dispersal is a cornerstone of fungal survival. When autumn's vibrant hues give way to a blanket of fallen leaves covering the ground, fungi commence their patient and essential work. Without their tireless efforts, the forest floor would quickly become choked beneath accumulating layers of debris. Fungi secrete powerful enzymes that meticulously break down cellulose and lignin, the tough, resilient materials that provide structural integrity to wood and leaves. What appears to be a slow, quiet process of decay is, in fact, an extraordinarily elegant and efficient recycling system. The vital nutrients once locked within those fallen leaves are gradually released back into the soil, becoming readily available to nourish new growth in the upcoming spring. Every blossoming flower, every blade of grass that emerges, owes its existence, in part, to this fundamental process. Fungi are the unseen caretakers of the forest, diligently ensuring that nothing is wasted, that the process of death seamlessly transforms into renewed life. To stroll through autumnal woodlands is to walk across an unseen, bustling economy, powered by the tireless work of fungi, where every fallen leaf becomes an integral component of a cycle older than recorded time itself. Their diligent recycling ensures the continuous vitality of the entire ecosystem. Were fungi to vanish from our planet, life as we know it would descend into chaos and ultimately cease. Every year, billions of leaves fall, countless branches snap, mighty trees topple, and myriad animals perish. Without the tireless work of fungi, all this organic matter would pile up endlessly, layer upon suffocating layer, until the entire planet was buried beneath its own accumulated debris. Fungi are the planet's ultimate recyclers, secreting potent enzymes that meticulously dismantle the toughest molecules found in wood, leaves, and even bone. They transform what appears solid and final into fertile soil, essential nutrients, and breathable air, thereby nourishing the subsequent generation of life. If fungi were to disappear, forests would literally suffocate under their own accumulated weight, and the crucial cycles of renewal would grind to an irreversible halt. Every step you take on a forest floor is possible only because countless fungal threads have worked tirelessly to clear the way, diligently dissolving yesterday's remains into tomorrow's burgeoning growth. In profound silence and with immense patience, fungi ensure that Earth remains breathable, livable, and perpetually renewing. They are the unseen caretakers, silently preventing our world from drowning in the remnants of its own past, a truly indispensable cornerstone of planetary life. During the daylight hours, certain fungi seamlessly blend into their surroundings, vanishing into the textures of bark, leaves, and soil. However, as darkness descends, they unveil their secret. Bioluminescent fungi emit a soft, ethereal glow in shades of green, blue, or yellow, emerging from the shadows like ghostly, natural lamps. To unexpectedly encounter one in a nocturnal forest is to feel as though you have stepped into another realm, where mushrooms illuminate their own pathways. The radiant glow emanates from a delicate chemical dance occurring within their cells, a process similar to the reaction that causes fireflies to shine. Some species glow exclusively at night, conserving energy during the day, as if performing solely for the cloak of darkness. For centuries, these luminous fungi inspired myths of forest spirits, either guiding or tricking travelers under the pale moonlight. Today, they continue to stir the human imagination, proving that the forest possesses its own unique lanterns, activated only when the stars begin to emerge. They serve as a constant, quiet reminder that even in profound darkness, life consistently finds ingenious ways to shine, creating small, green beacons in the night to carry its intricate story forward. Lichens, those colorful, crust-like formations and delicate frills that tenaciously cling to rocks and tree bark, are not single organisms but rather remarkable partnerships. They are, in essence, fungi that have developed an ingenious method of farming algae or cyanobacteria. The fungal component provides a protective structure, shelter, and retains essential moisture, while its algal partners supply food through the process of photosynthesis. Together, they form entirely new life forms capable of surviving in extreme environments where neither component could independently thrive. These include harsh Arctic tundras, barren cliffs, vast deserts, and even the vacuum of outer space. Lichens are among Earth's oldest and most resilient colonizers, meticulously preparing bare rock surfaces to become fertile soil, and painting the world with vibrant patches of green, yellow, and orange. In essence, fungi are not merely scavengers. They are also resourceful farmers, diligently cultivating their partners in one of nature's earliest and most successful examples of biological cooperation. Each individual lichen represents a quiet, enduring narrative of partnership, compelling proof that survival often arises not from fierce competition, but from harmonious collaboration across diverse kingdoms of life. Not all fungi can be consumed raw, even if they are not inherently poisonous. Some species contain mild toxins or compounds that are difficult to digest, which are only neutralized by the process of cooking. Morels, highly esteemed by culinary experts, serve as a prime example. Consumed raw, they can induce stomach upset, but once carefully sautéed or roasted, they transform into exquisite delicacies with rich, nutty, and earthy flavors. Other species, such as shiitakes, release a more profound aroma and enhanced nutritional content only when heat unlocks their complex chemistry. It is as though the application of fire completes their biological story, converting potential harm into valuable nourishment. For generations, this vital knowledge has been carefully passed down among foragers. The correct preparation transforms potential danger into culinary delight. The transformation is almost alchemical in its nature. The simple act of cooking converting something inherently untrustworthy into something deeply nourishing and safe. Fungi remind us that the journey of food is not always straightforward. Sometimes, it demands respect, patience, and a degree of ritual to unlock the hidden wonders concealed within. This nuanced relationship with heat underscores the deep human connection to natural culinary wisdom. Not every fungus aspires to be edible. Some species actively defend themselves with flavors so intensely bitter that even the hungriest animal will immediately reject them. The bitter bolete, for instance, bears a striking visual resemblance to its edible relatives, yet delivers a taste so acutely acrid that even a minuscule bite can utterly ruin an entire dish. These potent defensive compounds represent nature's ingenious method of discouraging predators without resorting to outright toxins. To humans, bitterness often serves as an inherent warning, a sensory alarm that instinctively tells us to cease consumption. Within the vast fungal kingdom, bitterness is yet another tool in the intricate arsenal of survival. Nevertheless, even these unpalatable fungi contribute significantly to their respective ecosystems, diligently recycling organic matter and enriching the soil. They serve as a subtle reminder that not everything in the forest is intended for human consumption, that taste itself is an integral part of the ongoing dialogue between species. A quiet, continuous push and pull that ultimately determines who consumes and who is left undisturbed. This intricate interplay of taste and survival highlights the delicate balance of the natural world. Among the most renowned, and often controversial, fungi are those that naturally produce hallucinogenic compounds, such as psilocybin. These remarkable chemicals possess the profound ability to significantly alter human perception, inducing vivid visions, distortions of time, and a pervasive sense of profound interconnectedness beyond the individual self. For many centuries, such fungi were integral to various spiritual and shamanic rituals, believed to open direct pathways to the divine. In recent years, scientific researchers have begun to re-examine these fungi with renewed and intense interest, actively studying their potential therapeutic applications in treating conditions such as depression, anxiety, and addiction. The fact that a fungus can so deeply transform human consciousness is truly astonishing. It suggests that fungi not only meticulously recycle the forest's organic matter, but can also subtly rewire the intricate mechanisms of the human mind. Whether perceived as sacred, perilous, or profoundly therapeutic, these particular fungi exist at the intricate intersection of biology and mystery, carrying within their delicate caps the inherent power to fundamentally shift reality itself. Their existence challenges our understanding of mind, matter, and the hidden potentials residing within the natural world. In ancient caves located across Spain and Algeria, prehistoric paintings depict human figures holding objects that bear a striking resemblance to mushrooms. Some scholars interpret these intriguing images as compelling evidence that early humans not only gathered fungi for sustenance, but also for profound spiritual experiences. The artwork often portrays dancing figures, bursts of vibrant color, and intricate patterns that strongly echo the types of visions that hallucinogenic mushrooms can induce. While absolute certainty remains elusive, the tantalizing possibility that humans were exploring fungal-induced altered states of mind tens of thousands of years ago is profoundly intriguing. It suggests that fungi have been actively shaping human culture, ritual, and imagination since the very dawn of art itself. To envision ancient peoples gathered around flickering firelight, meticulously painting mushroom imagery on cave walls as profound symbols of their journeys into the unseen realms, is to feel a deep and resonant connection across millennia to the enduring ways fungi have consistently inspired both human survival and storytelling. These ancient depictions underscore a timeless human quest for meaning, often mediated by the very organisms that emerge from the earth. In a world grappling with the pervasive problem of plastic pollution, fungi may offer a compelling solution. Mycelium, the intricate root-like structure of fungi, can be cultivated within molds to form lightweight, yet remarkably durable packaging materials. Once thoroughly dried, this fungal material closely resembles polystyrene foam, but with a critical distinction: it is entirely biodegradable. Numerous companies are already actively experimenting with mushroom-based packaging as a sustainable alternative to styrofoam in shipping boxes, electronic product cushioning, and even furniture protection. After its intended use, this material can be safely composted, returning harmlessly to the soil. The production process utilizes agricultural waste as a nutrient source for the mycelium, meaning the raw ingredients are both abundant and perpetually renewable. It is truly astonishing to consider that the very same organism responsible for producing edible mushrooms in the forest could one day cushion your parcels or safeguard fragile goods, leaving behind no lasting pollution. Where conventional plastic persists in the environment for centuries, fungi offer a profound promise of a cycle of creation and natural return, providing hope that packaging itself can, in time, become an integral part of the natural flow of life on Earth. Researchers have made a remarkable discovery: certain types of mycelium, when cultivated into solid materials, naturally exhibit resistance to flames. Unlike conventional plastics or wood, which readily ignite and release noxious smoke, mycelial composites char and smolder without producing dangerous gases. This inherent property makes them highly promising as eco-friendly insulation, furniture components, and construction materials. Imagine the possibility of walls lined with fungal networks, strong, safe, and protecting homes not only from the elements, but also from the destructive force of fire. The secret to this fire resistance lies within the chitin and polysaccharides that compose the fungal cell walls, which possess inherent properties that resist burning. Nature, through the ingenious design of fungi, has engineered a material that humans are only just beginning to fully appreciate. Mycelial fireproofing could profoundly transform the construction industry, rendering buildings both safer and significantly more environmentally sustainable. To realize that the same hidden threads that meticulously weave together a forest floor could also effectively shield a house from flames is a powerful reminder of fungi's incredible versatility. A quiet biological kingdom offering innovative tools for a more resilient future. Leather has historically been prized for its remarkable strength and flexibility, but its production typically involves intensive resource consumption and carries a significant environmental cost. Enter myco-leather, an innovative material cultivated from fungal mycelium. It can be grown in large, uniform sheets, then meticulously tanned and finished to closely mimic the appearance and tactile sensation of traditional animal leather. The resulting material is durable, breathable, and entirely biodegradable. Designers are already actively crafting footwear, handbags, and furniture from this groundbreaking material. Unlike animal hides, which require many months or even years to produce, myco-leather can be grown in a matter of weeks, utilizing significantly less water and involving no animal cruelty. Its texture can be precisely adjusted, ranging from a soft, suede-like finish to a smooth, glossy surface. To contemplate that the very same subterranean network that gives rise to a forest mushroom can also be transformed into a stylish jacket or a comfortable chair is almost surreal. Fungi are not merely healers and recyclers, they are also profound innovators, offering humanity advanced materials that harmoniously bridge the realms of beauty, ethics, and sustainability. In forests where winters are long and intensely cold, some fungi harbor hidden secrets that enable them to endure the harsh conditions. Certain species produce antifreeze, like proteins and specialized sugars that safeguard their cells, even when the ambient air temperature drops below freezing. These compounds effectively lower the freezing point of water, thereby preventing the formation of sharp ice crystals that could otherwise puncture and damage delicate cellular tissues. In the soil, this allows fungi to continue their vital work of breaking down leaves and wood when most other organisms lie dormant. Even more astonishing, these protective molecules can sometimes leach into the surrounding environment, subtly loosening the grip of frost around the mushroom itself. Researchers are actively studying these natural antifreezes as models for developing safer methods to protect agricultural crops from frost damage or to de-ice roads without relying on harsh chemical agents. It is humbling to imagine a tiny mushroom, no larger than your palm, quietly reshaping its frozen surroundings, reminding us that true resilience is often found in the smallest, most unassuming corners of life. Its quiet persistence is a testament to nature's profound adaptability. Though they lack conventional tools or muscles, fungi are truly extraordinary miners. Some species release organic acids that slowly, but persistently, dissolve rock, thereby unlocking essential nutrients such as calcium, magnesium, and potassium. In performing this fundamental geological process, they transform barren, lifeless stone into fertile soil, laying the foundational groundwork for the emergence of vast forests and expansive fields. This vital process may have commenced over 1 billion years ago, when fungi first cautiously crept across the Earth's bare, rocky landscapes, meticulously paving the way for plants to colonize land. Even in contemporary times, lichens, those unique partnerships between fungi and algae, slowly but inexorably etch their way across sheer cliffs and ancient gravestones. They are tiny yet relentless. Over the span of centuries, their tireless work reshapes entire mountainsides. Scientists are now envisioning biomining technologies inspired by these remarkable fungi, aiming to harvest rare elements with significantly less environmental damage than current human-driven mechanical methods. To stand before a rocky outcrop and grasp that it is being quietly, diligently consumed, molecule by molecule, by unseen fungal threads, is to witness patience itself transformed into profound power. In environments where human life struggles or even fails, fungi sometimes manage to flourish. At Chernobyl and other radioactively contaminated sites, scientists have discovered fungi actively growing amidst rubble, bathed in intense radiation. These fungi contain melanin, the very same pigment found in human skin. However, in this context, it appears to serve an additional, remarkable purpose. Instead of solely shielding the organism, it seems to transform the radiation into usable energy, a peculiar process dubbed radiosynthesis. Imagine fungi performing a type of photosynthesis, not by utilizing sunlight, but by harnessing radiation that we deem deadly. These extraordinary discoveries hint at profoundly extraordinary possibilities, fungi that could potentially assist in the remediation of radioactive waste, or even shield astronauts traversing the harshness of deep space. In the desolate ruins of disaster zones, fungi offer a powerful reminder that life adapts even to the seemingly unthinkable, cleverly twisting danger into sustenance. What to us is a potent poison becomes, for them, a vital fuel. This stands as irrefutable proof of nature's astonishing and persistent ability to survive, where survival appears utterly impossible. When the first green plants ventured from the ancient oceans to establish themselves on land, they confronted a barren world. It was characterized by exposed rock, an absence of developed soil, and a scarcity of vital nutrients. However, they were not truly alone in this formidable transition. Fossil records clearly indicate that fungi were already present, prepared to establish crucial partnerships with these nascent plant forms. These early symbiotic alliances allowed plants to draw essential nutrients from the rock, a process facilitated by the intricate fungal networks, in exchange for sugars produced through photosynthesis. Over immense stretches of time, this profound collaboration gradually led to the creation of the first thin layers of soil, making it possible for vast forests and expansive grasslands to ultimately emerge. Without the foundational role of fungi, terrestrial plants might never have successfully rooted themselves on land, and Earth might still remain a silent, barren, and largely grey planet. Every towering tree, every lush meadow, and every individual blade of grass we observe today carries the enduring legacy of this ancient partnership. When you walk across a verdant field today, you are traversing ground meticulously prepared by fungi hundreds of millions of years ago. A silent, indispensable debt woven into the very fabric of our planet's living green mantle. This profound evolutionary journey underscores the deep, often unseen, interdependence of life forms that sculpted our world. Although we typically associate fungi with woodland environments, these versatile organisms also make their homes within the aquatic realm. Marine fungi have been discovered coexisting with coral reefs, weaving unseen threads into the vibrant, intricate architecture of these underwater ecosystems. These partnerships may play a vital role in regulating nutrient cycles, protecting corals from various pathogens, or stabilizing fragile reef ecosystems under stress. While relatively less studied compared to their terrestrial counterparts, marine fungi could prove critical to the long-term survival of coral reefs, particularly in the face of ongoing climate change. To envision fungi subtly drifting among delicate coral polyps is to realize that the fungal kingdom is not confined to the soil and trees, but extends into saltwater environments, intricately stitching together life in hidden, yet profound ways. If corals are considered the master architects of reefs, then fungi may very well be their diligent caretakers, silently assisting them in enduring environmental pressures. Even beneath the ocean waves, mushrooms and their relatives serve as a powerful reminder that life is rarely solitary. It is almost always built upon complex and crucial partnerships. Fungi are masters of biological adaptability, exhibiting remarkable flexibility in their reproductive strategies. They possess the ability to release spores asexually, generating countless genetically identical copies in an efficient burst of reproduction. This strategy allows them to colonize new territories rapidly, spreading through soil and air with astonishing reach. However, fungi also engage in sexual reproduction, exchanging genetic material with other individuals to create genetic variation. This genetic diversity provides them with the crucial adaptability needed to face changing environmental conditions, resist pests, or adapt to new habitats. Some species even possess the remarkable capacity to switch between these reproductive methods depending on their prevailing circumstances, thereby maximizing their chances of survival. Imagine an organism equipped with two entirely different strategies for propagating itself. One optimized for speed and rapid colonization, and the other for resilience and long-term adaptation. This level of versatility is possessed by very few other life forms. Every mushroom you observe may be the result of a cloning lineage or a unique genetic recombination. A visible testament that fungi hold within them not just one way of being, but a multitude of ways, reflecting the boundless ingenuity of biological evolution. In the extraordinary world of fungi, reproduction pushes the boundaries of diversity-bare, nutrient-deprived world. However, they were not truly alone. Ancient fossil records reveal that fungi were already present, poised to form vital partnerships. These early biological alliances permitted plants to draw essential nutrients from the rock, shared through the intricate fungal networks, in exchange for life-sustaining sugars. Over vast geological timescales, this profound collaboration gradually forged the very first thin layers of soil, making it conceivable for towering forests and expansive grasslands to eventually emerge. Without the pioneering role of fungi, plants might never have taken root on land, and our Earth might still remain a silent, barren, and monotonous gray landscape. Every majestic tree, Every vibrant meadow, every single blade of green grass we see today, carries within it the enduring legacy of this ancient partnership. When you stroll across a field today, you are, in a very real sense, walking on ground that was meticulously prepared by fungi hundreds of millions of years ago, a silent, immense debt inscribed into the very fabric of our planet's living green mantle. Although we typically associate fungi with woodland environments, the fungal kingdom also extends its presence into the vastness of the sea. Marine fungi have been discovered coexisting alongside delicate corals, weaving unseen threads into the vibrant, living architecture of coral reefs. These underwater partnerships may play crucial roles in regulating nutrient cycles, protecting corals from various pathogens, or stabilizing fragile reef ecosystems. Though less extensively studied, compared to their terrestrial relatives, marine fungi could prove indispensable to the continued survival of coral reefs, especially under the increasing stresses of climate change. To picture these fungi gently drifting among coral polyps is to fully grasp that the fungal kingdom is not merely confined to soil and trees. It stretches far into saltwater, intricately stitching together marine life in subtle, hidden ways. If corals are the masterful architects of reefs, then fungi may very well be their diligent caretakers, helping them to endure the challenges of their watery world. Even beneath the ocean waves, mushrooms and their kin gently remind us that life is never truly solitary. It is always built upon intricate and often unseen partnerships, ensuring the resilience and interconnectedness of diverse ecosystems. Fungi are true masters of biological adaptability and versatility. They possess the remarkable capacity to reproduce both sexually and asexually. They can release spores asexually, generating countless, genetically identical copies in an exceptionally efficient burst of reproduction. This strategy enables them to colonize new areas with astonishing speed and reach, spreading widely through soil and air. However, fungi also engage in sexual reproduction, exchanging genetic material with other individuals to foster greater variation. This provides them with the crucial adaptability needed to face evolving environmental conditions, new pests, or novel habitats. Some species even cleverly switch between these reproductive methods, depending on their prevailing circumstances, thereby maximizing their chances of survival. Imagine a single organism equipped with two entirely different strategies for creating more of itself. One optimized for rapid expansion, the other for long-term resilience. This represents a level of biological versatility possessed by very few other life forms. Each mushroom you encounter may be the result of a cloning lineage or a unique genetic recombination, a visible manifestation that fungi harbor not just one way of existing, but a multitude of ingenious approaches to life. Their reproductive flexibility is a testament to the diverse paths evolution can take. In the extraordinary world of fungi, reproduction pushes the boundaries of diversity to astonishing extremes. Some species possess tens of thousands of distinct mating types, which is the biological equivalent of genders. The split gill mushroom, for instance, may exhibit more than 23,000 such types. These are not genders in the conventional human understanding, but rather intricate compatibility codes, encoded within their DNA. The ultimate effect, however, is the same. Almost any two individuals from this vast array of types can successfully mate, thereby maximizing opportunities for reproduction. This complex system effectively prevents inbreeding and vigorously promotes a dazzling variety of genetic combinations, ensuring robust resilience across countless generations. Where humans tend to perceive gender as a simple, binary concept, fungi expand this idea into tens of thousands of intricate possibilities. To contemplate a mushroom's mating system is to glimpse the boundless creativity of evolution itself, gently reminding us that life is not confined by our rigid categories. For fungi, diversity is not an exception, it is the fundamental rule, intricately woven into their very biological essence. This profound genetic variability allows them to adapt and thrive in an ever-changing world, a silent testament to the power of biological variation. When a puffball fungus reaches its full maturity, it transforms into a spherical structure densely packed with a fine, powdery mass of spores. A falling raindrop, a brushing twig, or even the gentle touch of a curious hand can trigger a dramatic release, sending a smoky cloud into the surrounding air. What appears to be a mere puff of dust is, in reality, an immense storm of microscopic lives. A single, large puffball has the capacity to release trillions of spores, a number exceeding the total sum of all people who have ever lived on Earth. Most of these countless spores will simply drift away, landing in environments too dry or too barren to support growth. Yet, a fortunate few will encounter the precise conditions necessary and initiate new colonies, thereby continuing the fungal lineage. This remarkable dispersal strategy is fundamentally about numbers, overwhelming the sheer odds of chance with an astonishing abundance. Witnessing a puffball erupt in a cloud of spores is like observing the forest itself exhale. A fleeting moment of release, where invisibility momentarily becomes visible, and countless possibilities scatter into the wind by the millions. This ancient and effective method underscores nature's relentless drive for propagation and the power of sheer quantity in ensuring survival. The fungal kingdom is by no means restricted to the quiet solitude of the forest floor. Spores ascend on thermal air currents, carried higher and higher, until they drift far above the rooftops and towering skyscrapers of our cities.